Thanks all for tuning into Dreamcatchers, where we make things happen. Dreamcatchers was formally launched to unlock the hidden potential in successful, self-motivated individuals who desire to take their life's work to the next level but need support to evolve. We are a collective group of professionals with various backgrounds that use our talents to assist those individuals in realizing their wildest dreams by providing education, inspiration, and direction. This podcast is where we share the lessons we've learned along the way to catching our dreams and give you some context around the how and the why to each approach to put you further ahead on the journey to catching your dreams. Are you ready?
Right. What is going on? This is James Bryant from Better You for You, and I'm here with Jerome Meyers, and this is going to be one of our just mid-cast podcast type episodes where we're talking. You may notice that my voice is a little bit different. I'm dealing with allergies. So if I have my FM DJ voice on, it is because that's the best octave for me to actually hold this conversation. So with that being said, Jerome, what's going on, man?
Man, where do I begin? So I finally got into the place where I can't do it all anymore. I need help, and I need to wad up. But man, it's getting hot and heavy, wet and wild, whatever you want to call it. But it's crazy. So I went and toured a 100-unit building this morning, and I liked it. I think they want too much for it, but I absolutely liked it. After I left there, I went over and checked on one of the crews, and they were rolling at Townsend Lindley, getting some of the exterior renovations done so that when we get back into the snowy season, we don't have, water infiltrating the building or creating any issues from us there. So we're getting doors sealed up, deferred maintenance on the paint and stuff like that taken care of, and just really working on some windows too, making sure that those are in great condition.
Okay.
After there, I went over and sat with our property manager, and we discussed what's going on. We took over a new property last week. It was on Thursday, closing day. And so there, they were just confirming the business plan and what the execution was. And I told them, hey guys, we're not real smart. We do the same thing over and over again. It's kind of rinse and repeat. And so we've got a property, Myers Point at Greenbrier, they've been operating and executing against the business plan since March. And I said, hey, we're just doing that at a different property. And they said, understood. And they also talked about Myers Point at Greenbrier, and it looks like we need to bring in some additional capital to finish up the renovations. And they agreed. They said, hey, look, we got through the first turn, and we've been exceeding all of the projections, but we really want to take it to the next level. And so let's get everything turned again before the end of the year. And we'll guarantee you, and I guess guarantee is not the right word, but we'll guarantee you that by the end of the year that you'll be 100% occupied, and you'll cruise into the new year with an air of pride. And I was like, well, that's making me happy. And so one of the things that's included in those renovations is reactivating the laundry room. And so, we got a cost on that. It was almost $3,000 to do it. And that wasn't buying any equipment. It was like, guys, I really don't think we should spend that much money for a laundry room, especially when all the walls and stuff are going to be covered up with equipment. So they went back to the drawing board, and they're trying to get some better numbers for us. But at the end of the day, all this stuff is good. And, considering it's the first of the month, we started collecting rent. So at lunchtime I checked, we already grabbed a quick 5,000 down here on the Greensboro properties. And, there's another, at least 2,500 coming in from the new property. And so, things are moving, but, I can't do it all anymore. Like that's the realization that I have from, and then, we didn't talk about this anywhere yet, but the powwow was last weekend.
Yes.
And while I thought it was a phenomenal event, I'm tired. It's there's just so much going on, and it's all amazing stuff. And it's funny, we picked on James a little bit and talked about his champagne problems that he's dealing with. And, you know, I've got some pretty high quality problems that I'm solving for as well. So, you know, we're getting some help on some branding help, and we're getting some additional proper management help, and we're rolling out this course, and it looks like it's probably going to be 12 or 13 weeks. And we're going to do a live course for the folks who are willing to come in with us. They'll get it at a discounted rate because, you know, they're helping us craft the course, and there'll be some mess ups, some missteps while we're going through it. But the idea or the concept is, if we build something and then deliver it to people and don't get any questions asked along the way, how do we know that we're actually giving people what they need?
Right.
And so, you know, I guess that's what comes back to this whole help thing. We've got a book in the works for multifamily investing. I mean, I could probably go on for another 20 or 30 minutes on all the different stuff that's going on. Technology Road's still out there. Like, things are moving, man. But
yeah, there's a lot of things that are going on, a lot of moving parts, but we keep pressing forward, right? You got to keep moving forward towards your goal, you know, and we're fighting forward toward what it is that we want to do, really trying to help people realize financial freedom, trying to help people really not only chase their dreams, but to catch their dreams. And so we're all about catching your dreams. And so with the multifamily course, as Jerome said, it's going to be, you know, maybe 12, 13 weeks. It's going to be highly interactive. We're going to cover in a much deeper dive some of the topics that we've talked about in some of these real estate related podcasts, where, you know, we're talking about, you know, having a mindset for investing in multifamily, talking about you know, the due diligence process, talking about how you go about finding a deal, and some of the processes and tools and techniques that we've used to find our deals, the processes, techniques, and tools that we've used to fund our deals, and then to fix them, and then flip them. And flip them in this sense is more along the lines of either getting them ready for resale or refinancing, so we can pull out our original principal. So that's the general process, but it's going to be a cool course. I mean, we've been looking at the content, looking at the outline, and it's going to be amazing. So I would encourage you to sign up. You know, how many spots are going to be available, Jerome?
Five spots. And I don't know that we actually need to fill all five, but I'd like to, just so I can feel like I'm actually getting a good, you know, subset of the people who are actually involved, right? If I can get people at different levels of understanding, like there's one guy that I know is going to come in. He's already joined the Meyers Method Facebook group and been active in that. He's listening to podcasts on a weekly basis. He's actually invested in at least one deal passively. He's coming in at a different level than a person who's maybe done some single family investing, but wants to make that transition. And I think we can offer something that will appeal to both folks, right? And because right or wrong, I think there's some foundational things that sometimes people skip over, especially if they do it through YouTube, right?
Yeah.
There's plenty of videos out there, but the content isn't curated, and depending on when you find that person on their journey, you might not have algebra 1. You might be jumping straight into trigonometry or geometry, and the fact of the matter is you need algebra 1 in order to do those other things. So
no, that's absolutely true.
Go back and recount the basics, make sure everybody's got a firm understanding of those, and then, you know, get more sophisticated, advanced, if you will.
Well, the great thing about having a mix of students that are in the course and levels of experience is that, you know, they say that you really know what you know when you have the ability to teach it and explain it to others. And since this is a course where we're looking for student participation, it'll provide the opportunity for those folks that have gone a little bit further in the multifamily space to be able to talk about their experiences and to be able to explain those experiences. And then if there are different various thoughts in the group or opinions in the group, we'll be able to share that and discuss that and just move the topic forward as we all grow together.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing that we're going to do is we're just going to give them instant access into the Meyers Method's closed Facebook group. I mean, there's been some good discussion in there this week, at least from my perspective. We got people talking about those, people asking about mold. You know, it makes me smile because, I mean, the thing that you and I talked about is actually happening, where people are investing, networking. You know, people in Richmond, Virginia, Greensboro, North Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, New Jersey. Like, there's people from all over the place connecting. And we got my man Ryan in Raleigh. So, I mean, and that's not everybody, but that's just the people who I think have been the most active so far. And I know a lot of people are kind of watching away. And Richard dropped something in there too, talking about, you know, taxes and asking about John Harris' course on, you know, paying little to no taxes. And so, you know, it's, for me, you know, we're early in the game, but you know, as the ecosystem begins to grow, I think the folks who got there first are the people who are going to be the leaders, and they'll get opportunities to be moderators and admins and that kind of stuff. And you know, I don't ever expect to grow into a bigger pockets because it's such a specific niche that we're focused on. But what I would like to do is be that community that, you know, exposes those new people to multifamily in a way that they can't get exposure without paying tens of thousands of dollars for, you know, some of these courses. And, you know, I'm one of those people, you know, talk about things going on, right? So I'm going to meet Greg in Mississippi on Thursday. I'll fly back around midnight on Friday night. And then I'm going to Richmond to hang out with Duran and drive fast cars on Saturday morning at 8. And then we'll get back to Greensboro sometime Sunday, and then we fly out Sunday to go to Boston to do the mastermind. And then we'll be back. So, you know, it's just like all of this stuff is happening, and it's happening with people in the tribe, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, that's, for me, like, that's life by design, right?
Yes.
And, you know, whatever, man. It's cool to just...
Hey guys, back in 2016, me and the team decided to formalize Dreamcatchers as an organization who can help people achieve their wildest dreams. If this is you, please visit our website at dreamshouldbereal.com in order to find out the details of our services and how we can help you become a Dreamcatcher. Talk to you soon.
No, that is absolutely...
It's forcing me
to get it. It's forcing you to put systems in place and to work with people who can help you move things forward, because you can't do it all yourself.
No.
You can no longer be a solopreneur. You have to really build a business.
Yeah. And I mean, that part's uncomfortable, right? Because you got to give up control, and you also have to pay people, and you don't even know if they can deliver the result that you want. And sometimes I think the thing that I've struggled with the most in this whole process is I don't know what I want. Like, so I can't give somebody a specification and have them go out and do it and then bring it back.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like from the powwow, Derek's working on this crazy video, right? And it's just like, all right, James said, what are you trying to get out of the video? I don't know what I'm trying to get out of the video. I don't. But what I do know is that we need to have one. And I think this is opportunity to help a young man really make that mark, that defining moment in his career.
And the reason I'm smiling is that it's a really interesting peek into the discussions that you and I have. So we're leading up to the powwow, and Jerome really wanted to get a videographer. And we both recognize that we need to have a videographer. We want to be able to highlight the event, but we really want to be able to capture the essence of what goes on. And the discussion that we were having is, from my perspective, is, okay, well, what do you want to get out of it? Like, what is it that you want to tell them to do? And Jerome, in his wisdom and kind of how he operates, is he wants people to operate in their own genius zones. And something about what he saw in Derek said that this guy is going to be able to operate in his genius zone when he comes. And it was phenomenal because I haven't seen the video yet, but I do know that Derek was meant to be there. He was absolutely meant to be there. There were so many things that went on that directly spoke to his life that I just can't wait for the video to come out. I think there's more, because of what was poured into him. I think that will be reflected in what's going to be poured out of the video. So you guys just, it's going to be really exciting. I'm not sure when exactly it's going to drop, but when it drops, you will absolutely know.
Oh, it's coming out this weekend.
Great.
Yeah, it'll be out this weekend.
No, that is great. So Meyers Method, it's going to be the premier multifamily educational community. And the folks that are listening in, you will be able to get in on the ground floor. You'll be able to help continue to shape this community. And we're ready. I mean, we've been putting the work in, we've been doing this, and we've been educating ourselves, and we've been participating in lots of different activities, and we're ready to share with the world. We're ready to share what we have with you. Again, I think there are 5 spots that are still available for this introductory course. I would encourage you to go to the website to sign up to join, the closed Facebook group. Oh, that's right. If you sign up for the course, you're automatically included in the Facebook group. It's just a phenomenal experience, and, come along the journey with us, because we're going places. This is only, the start of where we are, and we're going to continue to move forward. I was looking at my goals for this year, and I looked back at some of the things that I had written late in 2018. And so I started looking at the different projects that I've been involved in. And I was like, well, 2017, we bought a 29 unit complex here in Richmond. And, well, yeah, 2018, we got another 20 unit complex in Greensboro. Oh, in 2019, we got a 26 unit complex, and now a 10 unit complex, and just things keep progressing and growing. And with each of these investments, I find that I learn more. I learn something different each time. And it's an amazing journey. And again, I just think it is an awesome opportunity for you to come join the community where you can come and learn, and we will walk with you, talk with you. We're not here to spew platitudes at you, or simply to tell you, go look at the PowerPoint and here's all the information that you need. We're all about discussion, and we're going to be there for you.
Yeah. So how much does it cost? That's the question everybody wants to answer, right? So we're doing $750, right? But it's a 12-week session. You get to talk to me. I'm teaching all the classes. I don't know if James might teach a few. We'll see. I'm teaching all the classes. You get to bring your questions. If you've got a deal that you're working on or working through and you want to use it as a case study, we're more than willing to work through your deal with you and use it as a case study in the course. You'll get access to the online community. And when we release the videos, you'll get those videos for the whole course. In addition to that, the people who get the course later, I was doing research on what stuff is costing for these video on-demand type courses. The lowest I've seen is $2,000. The most I've seen is 3,500, and we'll be somewhere in the middle on that. We have no interest in being the cheapest, and we don't think that our content is going to be subpar in any way, shape, or form. I think we've got a process that works really well and is very repeatable. And so to give you the playbook so that you can go do a few multi-million-dollar deals, we think it's worth that investment. But the real value, and what I think is the super value, and maybe it's not humble enough, but you get to ask me whatever question you have to ask me, right? And while we're going through the content, and some of that stuff will probably get cut out when we go through and edit it and package it for the rest of the world to see. But it's opportunity for you to work with me in a small group setting. And the people that are working with me now for one-on-one coaching are paying $1,000 a month. So for you to be able to get in for $750 for 3 months worth, I think it's a tremendous value. Yeah. Tremendous. And the other part of this is while I'm coaching or while I'm doing this, the course, I'm not going to be able to take on new coaching clients, right? Because I've got to spend that time on the course. But from building the content, this is all brand new created content. We're not taking canned messages from anywhere else and putting into our stuff. We're creating all this content brand new and fresh for this course. So I'm excited about it though, because I think this group that goes through this with me will be the nucleus of the deal finders for the rest of the 1,000 doors. We're 10% of the way there, but we expect that to happen a lot more aggressively as we get more people into the fold who know how to look at a deal the way that we look at a deal, and then we can go out and make a lot of money together. At least that's my ambition. And shout out to Tiffany for getting her first deal done.
Yeah, we got to get her on the podcast, man.
Yeah, she scheduled it today for a time that I can't do. So
okay, all right.
She's actually participating now. She's been ducking and dodging ever since she got back from her cruise. But
no more.
Yeah, we got the deal closed now, man. It's official, and she's a guarantor. Look at that.
Yeah,
so she doesn't need us anymore.
Nope.
She doesn't need us anymore. She's out the gate, man.
She's seasoned now.
Yeah, for sure. She's the expert. It's amazing how
that is absolutely awesome. But hey, as we're closing this mini session up, again, how can people find out about the course? Where do they need to go?
Oh man, so there is no website. There is no nothing. You've got to email me, Jerome@developing.com, but the E's are 3. So D3V3LOPING.com. If you're not using email, you want to catch me on Instagram, it's Meyers Methods. That's my handle on Instagram. If you're on LinkedIn, we're getting a lot of listeners from LinkedIn. I'm the only Jerome Meyers, Myers, in Greensboro, North Carolina. But I mean, that's where you can find me, man. I'm super social. And if you want to go to the website, MyersMethods.com, and sign up for the closed Facebook group, we'll get you added in, man. We're trying to grow that community. Believe it or not, we got key principals in there. We've got people who are evaluating deals. Soon we'll be adding in property managers. It's just going to be an amazing thing. And it's crazy. I just realized, man, I got a speaking event tomorrow at lunch. So I got to figure out what I'm talking about tomorrow, but this will come out after that. So yeah.
Oh, you know what you're going to talk about tomorrow.
Well, I know we're talking about multifamily, but what specifically, what is the output that I want people to get from my talk?
Now you're talking. What outcomes are you looking for? And then who do you need to be in order to achieve that outcome? So, but we're not, that's a whole nother conversation. So, but cool, man. It's been great catching up with you. Tribe, keep moving, keep fighting forward towards your goals, and we will be in touch.
If you want to learn more about Dreamcatchers, please visit the website at dreamshouldbereal.com. If you can think of someone who would benefit from these types of opportunities and are willing to share what we're doing with them, we would greatly appreciate it.